And do you know, John, at this point, when he came in, the way you described him, walking across the plaza all in black, but with a long gun visible, so it sounded like he, other than the long gun, which is not a simple thing to say other than in New York City, right? People don't walk around with guns like that. But was his face visible? I mean, do they have any idea at this point who he is?
They do not know who he is. They know he is a male, possibly white. He's wearing sunglasses. He appears to have a mustache.
These are police still on the scene. They're outside a vehicle and they've removed items from a vehicle that that obviously they're very interested in, have been rifling through for the better part of half an hour, treating that very cautiously. I want to bring in now former US Secret Service member Tim Miller. Tim, thanks so much for your patience this morning. I appreciate it. What is your best read on what this situation is right now?
Well, I think we all would agree this is happening way too often. It's happening frequently. It's not just to your previous guest comments. It's schools, it's workplaces. It unfortunately is touching every aspect of U.S. society. Now, this is interesting, though, because this is Park Avenue. This is one of the most wealthy, influential areas of New York City. It's important to note that there was armed security in the lobby, that the assailant likely had at least done some kind of cursory review. Now, I will tell you my impression so far is this was connected to specific employees. Obviously, if he was able to shoot the 6 people that we've heard, and he felt like his mission was completed, that he then took his life. But this is a very concerning situation for a number of reasons. The old perception in the U.S., well, there's an armed police officer, therefore it won't happen, was just very, very much proven wrong.
And this is very much an active situation there. We heard from the reporter that police are also searching surrounding buildings, not just 345 Park Avenue that houses Blackstone, KPMG, JP Morgan. There has been a bit of speculation about this being a disgruntled employee. You know, that would fit the template and it wouldn't be unprecedented in the United States. We have to be very careful, of course, to speculate, but just imagine the spectacle early evening in New York, a man with a button down and a blazer carrying a military style rifle in full view of people just waltzing into that building there in Park City. I mean, it is terrifying.
Yeah, it's truly terrifying. And two members of our team has unfortunately been in the middle of that. One was actually in the Las Vegas shooting when it occurred as a spectator. And to hear his comments to your point about actually being a part of it, it's shocking. And let me just say this, in terms of people that were there and are still there going through the trauma of searches and police yelling, keep your hands where we can see them. That creates a whole different set of post-traumatic stress. Now, it's important to realize, too, that for people that are there, this is where your prior planning comes in. Many organizations talk about planning in terms of active violence or weather emergencies, but it's important when something like this happens that you actually have training to respond to. And I think to this point, everybody around that building is nervous right now. By the way, these are not resolved in an hour or 5 hours or 10 hours because it's a very populated area. Police are in teams right now going through different buildings because we have to remember that first reports are usually not always accurate. So this is what we think we know right now, but the investigation is ongoing.